Hey guys, it's Amy Z, and I'm going to show you how to make an animated ladybug to go along with the Grouchy Ladybug by Carle. The first thing you'll do is you're going to go to this website, www.piscolapp.com, and you're going to click on Login. And once you're there, you're going to click on whichever one is your Google login that you want to have associated with the artwork you make. Most students will only have one. And when you get there, you're going to want to click on Create Piscal. This is my gallery. This is where all of the animations I've made have lived. But I'm going to make a new one today, so I'm going to click on Create Piscal. So this is where you're going to do all of your creating. The very first thing you have to decide is what color background would you like to have. You can choose all sorts of colors. Green would look nice, blue, purple. I think I'm going to pick blue because it reminds me of the sky. So I move to the blue so then I can click here and you see it selects my color. Maybe right there. And then I'm going to click on my paint bucket tool right here and I'm going to click fill. Now, ladybugs consist of two main shapes. They have a circle shape that's their body and then they have a circle shape that is their head. So we're going to create those two circle shapes. We're going to go to our circle tool, and then we're going to go and we're going to choose the color black. Now you can choose it from down here, or you can choose it right here. So I'm going to make a nice big circle right in the middle of my paper for my ladybug's body. And then I'm going to make a smaller circle right here for my ladybug's head. Now, you've probably been talking with your teacher, and you know that ladybugs are somewhat symmetrical, meaning that they have the same thing on the right-hand side of their body as they do on the left-hand side of their body. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a line of symmetry in our artwork. And the way we do that is we click right here in the very top right where it says vertical mirror pin. See that? You're going to click right there. This is a really cool tool. Now, whatever I draw on this side will happen on this side. Check it out. How many legs does a ladybug have? 6, right? But how many legs does it have on each side of its body? 3. So let's try this. Let's go. 1. Do you guys see how it drew them for me? 2. He's drawing it for me. And then 3. Now, ladybugs also have something kind of special. What do they have up here? They have antennae. Let's create a cute little antenna. There's my cute little antenna. Awesome. What color are ladybugs? Yeah, they can be red, they can be orange, and they also can be yellow. I'm going to pick red because that was the color in Carle's book, but you know that ladybugs come in different colors, so you could for sure pick those colors. This time I'm going to click on my paint bucket tool, and click. And then I'm going to make, I think I might get this black thing. I think I might draw a line right down the middle. Oh, it's not perfect, but you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. Now, what do ladybugs have? They have spots. So you can go right over here, and you can pick bigger sizes to give yourself some spots. I don't like this last one, right? So rather than get my eraser tool, I can push down the button Control and then Z, and it undoes things for me. So there we go. Now, what color should I do for the head? Oh, I'm going to pick white. Pick white all the way up here in this corner. Get my paint bucket tool. And I think I'd like to give this ladybug some eyes. And maybe mouth or maybe no. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, so now I have a ladybug and that looks great. But part of its animation means that it's art that moves. So how am I going to make this ladybug move? Okay, I'm going to create more frames. So each picture we draw today is considered a frame. So when I go to draw another frame, I can add a new one right here, but this gray just means it's clear. That doesn't mean there's anything there. You can see it flashing right here. If I don't want something, I can hover over it and I can click on the garbage can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this ladybug, and the way I do that is I hover right here. Do you see where the 2 pages appear? Yep, I'm going to duplicate those. Alright, now I want to do something to make my ladybug move. What would one of the easier things be? Oh yeah, I could have wings flap. That might be kind of hard. That's a lot of drawing. What else could I do? Ooh, I could make the antenna move. Maybe she's sensing something. What else could I do? Oh, the legs could move. Absolutely. So one of the easiest ways to make the legs move, it's kind of a cool trick, is I'm going to actually get my pen tool and I'm going to make it kind of big. Do you see how big it is? And then I'm going to get my eyedropper tool and watch when I click it picks up the color. Do you see that? See it picking up different colors? I want it blue. Back on my pen, and I'm going to actually erase the legs. Can you see over here it already looks different? Okay. And then I'm going to get my black, make my pencil skinny again, and I'm going to draw the legs maybe going a different way this time. And check it out. Does it look like the ladybug is moving? What about now? She's moving really slow now. Now I can add extras. Like, maybe I make another frame. And here's what's cool is I can copy these frames. So I can take this frame now. And I can move it down here. Do you see that? Now maybe in this frame, maybe something's happening. Maybe, maybe a bee comes over. So then I could draw a bee. You guys are going to love how simple this bee is. It's the easiest bee I know to draw. Okay. This is going to be my, oops. Remember when I don't like something, I can just do Control-Z. That's going to be my bee. That's going to be it. And so I can have a bee appear maybe. It's up to you what you want to have happen, but I want you to create an interesting story, a really short story. Here's a ladybug, the ladybug moved, and there was a flower. Here's a ladybug, the ladybug moved, and there was a bee. Here's a ladybug, the ladybug moved, and there was a leaf. So you can come up with all of those types of things. Now we're going to talk about how to save it. So to save it, you're going to click right here. Do you see where this disc is? You're going to click there, and you're going to choose the very first yellow button. And you're going to save it to your gallery. A little Pac-Man will appear here. Watch this. Ready? There it is. Now it's in my gallery, so if I want to do something with it later, I can. But I also want to save it so my teacher can have a copy. And so the way I do that is I don't click on Save. The second time I click on this fancy button here called Export, it has a mountain and a moon. Do you see that? Yeah. I'm going to click on Export. And then I'm going to make sure this number right here, whatever it is, it has an 8 in it. Do you see that? It can be a little bit smaller. Oops, too small. It could be like that, or it could be like this. It doesn't matter, as long as the first number is an 8, okay? And then this time I'm going to click the second yellow button. Which yellow button? The second one. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to wait, and oh, do you see that? Do you see how a little link appears? When I click on that, I can see my big ladybug. Do you see that? And all I'll do is I right-click, save image as, and I want you to save it to the folder that your teacher tells you to save it as. And I'm going to save mine as my first name with the word ladybug after it. And I'm going to click save. And I'm all done. Now I've clicked a beautiful ladybug.